This is EJ Holland with the Wolverine.com. I'm in Detroit and I had a chance to see two Michigan targets tonight, two offered targets. Dante Moore, a quarterback in the 2023 class for Detroit King, and Rivals 250 2022 athlete Tay'Shawn Trent. Starting off with Dante Moore, man, he is so impressive. He led King to a blowout win over East Point tonight. He looks the part. He's everything you want in an elite 2023 quarterback. He plays above his age. I feel like he's a better prospect than some quarterbacks in the 2021 class. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a top 20 national recruit, a five-star talent at the quarterback position. There's a lot to like about Dante Moore. His arm talent is terrific. Mechanically, he's very fundamentally sound. He works with Devin Gardner, former Michigan quarterback, in the offseason, and has really progressed as a passer. And then he doesn't really run a lot, but today he did. He broke off a long run for a touchdown. He had a couple other first downs, but he's still more of a cautious runner. I hate to make this comparison, but his playing style is a lot like Pat Mahomes. You know, Pat Mahomes is an athletic guy that can extend plays and he'll use his legs if he has to. But he prefers to stay in the pocket and make some really wow throws. And obviously his arm talent is unbelievable. And I think Dante Moore can eventually I'm not going to say he's going to be a Pat Mahomes, but really nobody is. But he's a guy that has similar traits and can, reach not only the next level, obviously he will, but the level after that and have a very successful career there. It's very early to make that projection, but I think the talent is so clear with Dante Moore that, you're not going out on a limb saying he's a Sunday player, a potential starter and star down the line on Sunday. So I absolutely love what Dante Moore brings to the table. He's one of the more impressive young quarterbacks that I've ever evaluated in my 10 years of doing this. And keep in mind that I'm from Texas, and it's a factory of quarterbacks down there, and Dante Moore's really, really impressive. On top of that, he's been a starter at King since he was a freshman, so he has great leadership qualities. He's a guy that his teammates want to play for, that rally around. He has a good grasp of the system. He's a guy that is just a very smart player as well. And he can make all the throws you want. He can make plays with his feet when he needs to, and he's the complete package. He has good size, good build, and so I can't say enough great things about Dante Moore. On the other side, obviously, it was a tough night for Tay'Shawn Trent and East Point. Tay'Shawn Trent's one of the more intriguing prospects in the 2022 class in state. He's 6'4", 225 pounds. Like I said, he's a Rivals 250 prospect. I think he's ranked number 249, so just in there. And I thought about this on the drive back to my hotel. Just where would I rank him? And he is so hard to rank. And, would I have him ahead of any of the guys that are considered the elite talents in the state of Michigan for next cycle? Will Johnson, of course not. Alex Van Sumeren, of course not. Miles Rouser, no. Dylan Tatum, no. Josh Burnham, definitely not. Josh Burnham's higher on my list, probably the only guy ahead of him is Will. And so then you get into kind of that next tier with Tyrell Henry and Antonio Gates Jr. and Kamari Landers and guys like that. Would I have him? I really struggled with it. Like, would I have him ahead of Antonio Gates Jr.? Would I have him ahead of Tyrell Henry? Like, I feel like those guys are all kind of in the same boat. His ceiling is so high, but his floor is so low. He's still really raw. He didn't get a lot of opportunities tonight. His quarterback play was pretty awful. So he only had one big reception. It was a great reception, great play. He played some outside linebacker. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to add weight and grows into a really athletic tight end or if he moves over to the defensive side of the ball. There's a lot at play with him. I can, the talent's there. It's just it's really rough right now, so it's hard to make a final say on a ranking. With him, I would still just leave him like ungraded, because I think a lot of it has to do on his development, not only from a technical standpoint, but also physically. How much more weight does he add? How much bigger does he get? He's already a big dude. So those are kind of my two thoughts on those two guys coming out of Friday's playoff game. I will be out at West Bloomfield and West Bloomfield Stevenson tomorrow, so I'll get a chance to see the West Bloomfield crew. Obviously, Michigan has a lot of offers there: Donovan Edwards, Dylan Tatum, Amir Herring, etc. And then on the other side for Stevenson will be Rivals 100 Michigan offensive line commit Giovanni El Hadi. Excited to see him. I saw him in the summer. Haven't seen him in a game this fall. I did see him in a game last year, so excited to see how he's kind of improved over the last year and made strides in certain areas. So that should be a good game. It's arguably the biggest game in the state of Michigan this weekend. So I will be out there. And again, there's a big weekend going on in Ann Arbor. A lot of recruits are going to be on campus tomorrow. It's the dead period, so they'll be limited, but we have a lot of updates coming through over at thewolverine.com. If you're not a subscriber now, you can use promo code BLUE60, get 60 days for free, and you can get all the inside scoop on that, plus some more in-depth observations from my time on the road. All right, guys, appreciate it.